Welcome to today's deep dive into the recent political drama that's shaken South Africa's political landscape. We're talking about Floyd Shivambu's shocking resignation from the Economic Freedom Fighters. As the party's deputy president since its inception in 2013, Shivambu has been a cornerstone of the EFF rise, making his departure a turning point not only for the party but for the entire South African political scene. Let's unpack what's been happening, the rumors swirling around, and what this could mean for the future of South African politics. Floyd Shivambu's exit from the EFF was anything but smooth. The resignation came amidst a storm of internal strife and allegations of corruption, with insiders pointing to a major fallout between Shivambu and Commander-in-Chief Julius Malema. The tension between these two titans of the party reportedly reached a breaking point when Malema found out that Shivambu was allegedly planning to challenge him for the presidency of the EFF at the upcoming elective Congress. For Malema, this was nothing short of betrayal, leading to a severe strain in their relationship. In his public addresses, Malema has hinted at these internal rifts, emphasizing the need for loyalty and unity within the party. Without naming names, he's made it clear that internal power struggles will not be tolerated, subtly warning those who might be looking to challenge the status quo. His statements underscore the seriousness of the situation, suggesting that this isn't just a small disagreement but a significant crisis within the EFF leadership. The fallout between Malema and Shivambu is also shadowed by the ongoing VBS Mutual Bank scandal, where both leaders have been implicated in corruption allegations. This scandal has been a major controversy for the EFF, dragging both their reputations through the mud and raising serious questions about their integrity. Shivambu's resignation might be seen by some as an attempt to distance himself from the ongoing investigations, though the timing raises more questions than it answers. Following Shivambu's departure, the EFF is expected to go through a period of introspection and reorganization. Malema has hinted that more resignations could be on the horizon, suggesting that Shivambu's exit might be the first domino to fall in a broader shake-up within the party. This transition phase will be critical for the EFF as it tries to maintain its position as a dominant force in South African politics. How the party navigates this turbulence will determine whether it emerges stronger or the other way. Shivambu's exit has also sparked intense speculation about the future direction of the EFF. As a co-founder and one of the party's chief strategists, his influence on the EFF policies and direction has been immense. His departure leaves a leadership vacuum that could lead to shifts in the party's approach, depending on who steps in to fill his shoes. For the EFF, this moment is both a crisis and an opportunity, one that could reshape its future in unexpected ways. In the aftermath of his resignation, Shivambu made headlines again by joining the MK Party, a decision that's left many scratching their heads. Why the MK Party? Well, there are a few theories. First, the MK Party's historical roots in the anti-apartheid struggle and its ties to former President Jacob Zuma align with Shivambu's stated desire to contribute to progressive and revolutionary politics in South Africa. By joining a party with such a legacy, Shivambu might see a chance to influence its direction and solidify its position in the political landscape. Shivambu's move to the MK Party also allows him to escape the internal conflicts that plagued his time in the EFF, offering him a fresh start in a new political environment. The MK Party, being relatively new and less established, could give Shivambu a platform to play a significant leadership role without the immediate pressure of internal competition. This is a chance for him to rebuild his political career, far from the shadows of the EFF controversies. Despite the swirling rumors about a disrespectful split between Shivambu and Malema, both leaders have publicly dismissed such claims. Shivambu has framed his resignation as a step toward personal and political development, while Malema has avoided publicly airing their dirty laundry. But insiders suggest that the real story is more about internal power struggles than anything else. Some say Shivambu's departure was driven by ambitions to challenge Malema for the EFF presidency, ambitions that were cut short when Malema caught wind of them. The dynamic between Malema and Shivambu is emblematic of the broader challenges that come with political leadership. Political parties, especially those as young and ambitious as the EFF, often face intense internal dynamics that can either propel them forward or tear them apart. Leadership decisions are rarely black and white, and the behind-the-scenes power plays can have far-reaching consequences. The resignation of Floyd Shivambu has undeniably left a significant mark on the EFF. His departure doesn't just mean the loss of a high-ranking official but also the exit of one of the party's key architects. Reports suggest that wealthy business people approached Shivambu with promises to fund his challenge against Malema, a discovery that escalated tensions between the two leaders to a breaking point. Add to that the lingering cloud of the VBS Mutual Bank scandal, and it's clear why things spiraled out of control so quickly. Despite the public fallout, Malema has expressed personal pain over Shivambu's resignation, comparing it to losing a family member. Even as he leads the party through this turbulent period, Malema hasn't closed the door on Shivambu returning to the EFF someday. This speaks to the deep bond that once existed between the two, a bond that, despite being frayed, still holds some value in Malema's eyes. When it comes to the VBS Mutual Bank scandal, it's hard to ignore its role in this saga. The scandal didn't just hurt the public image of Malema and Shivambu, but also exposed deep cracks within the EFF leadership. It's likely that the ongoing stress of dealing with the scandal contributed to the breakdown in their relationship. In politics, scandals can be corrosive, eating away at trust and unity, and this one was no different. Now, some might wonder if Shivambu's departure signals the beginning of the end for the EFF. While it's too early to make such a dramatic prediction, there's no denying that his exit is a huge blow to the party. Shivambu wasn't just another leader, he was seen as the brains behind the EFF operations, while Malema was often viewed as the charismatic face. Together, they formed a powerful duo that combined intellectual rigor with populist appeal. With Shivambu gone, the EFF loses a critical part of its strategic foundation. Of course, the EFF isn't just about two men. The party has a solid structure and a dedicated support base that won't disappear overnight. Malema's leadership will be tested as never before, but if he can steer the party through this crisis, the EFF could survive and even thrive. However, if the internal divisions deepen and more resignations follow, the party could find itself in a downward spiral. Thank you for watching, and if you found this analysis insightful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of South Africa's most pressing political issues. What do you think about Floyd Shivambu's departure? Do you believe the EFF can survive this storm? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay informed and keep questioning.